Welcome, welcome,
Three,
welcome.
2.
Really?
Well, we're live. I thought you said we were going live.
This is why
No,
we can't have nice things.
la-mulana 2?
Well, I mean that. Just take a look at the size of difference in the directories right now, and that'll tell you where everyone else is going to be. Anywho, welcome on in.
I mean, the game's been out for like 3 years already. It came out in 2015. It's 2018 now.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
Oh,
It doesn't matter when it came out.
Oh?
What matters is when the hype train pulls into the station and everyone starts going nuts over it.
So this is a posthumous pipe stream. Hype train.
What the?
It's not posthumous, it's posthumous. It's after
Why don't you
humousness.
even bother trying to figure out, like, what is going on in your head?
That sounds like a personal problem.
In any case, welcome on in.
What do you have like a posterior that's posthumous?
Rip that booty.
Posterior posthumous? Posterior posthumous? Where are we?
I think at this point you're just post-humor.
It's kind of like postmodern humor.
Oh my God.
There's just no rhyme or reason to it. It lives in the abstract.
So, disclaimer, I am tired right now. Apparently, my body decided, nah, sleep, nah.
No disclaimer about it.
I'm just saying, I'm tired. In fact, we might still have to go to shade the stream because my eyes are actually hurting from my lighting.
Maybe if you had me as the star, it would work out better. You wouldn't have the light directly on you. You know what I'm saying? You could have me as the star, I could be the star.
Nah, my spotlight.
No,
my stream, my spotlight.
You know what you could do? You could have my name in lights.
That's your stream here. Anywho, so welcome on in. Yeah, that was about the fastest trip to and fro across the state of Pennsylvania that I could have managed, other than doing it all in one day, which I have done that before. We're not doing that again.
Never.
So
in your life.
Back and forth across the state, and all that. The theme of this particular trip was nothing is going to go according to plan.
I thought it was engine is hot.
That's part of it. Lava is hot, engine is hot. Welcome on in, Serpent. Yeah, no, so this trip, just to give a sense for, like, how everything went wrong. So first of all, I woke up on Monday to discover that 2 of my 4 emails and a bunch of related accounts were compromised.
From Zelpud.
I found out because of Spotify. All bloody things in the world. I was, so there was a mobile data roaming issue that cropped up in the course of our prior weekend out of town. And so that basically meant that no roaming data could get used this time. Okay, fine. And why are you looking at me like? So no data could get used this time, which is why we didn't have a voice party. That and because reception in the middle of Pennsylvania is garbage. That's not fair. The garbage. So I go to double check to make sure that I have, a couple new albums downloaded, make sure my playlists are all downloaded, and I discover that someone has deleted all my playlists, is currently playing something on another device, and apparently has really bad taste in rap music. So I end up then having to go, change passwords, change the email that the Spotify account was tied to, changed a whole bunch of other things, enabled 2FA on anything that was even remotely connected to either of those emails, and basically did as much as I could to secure things within about 3 hours. Given that, I had to go out of town.
You know what I think this really...
And I didn't have a laptop or anything with me.
I think this really indicates that in this world, there are too many crooks.
Okay, I'll allow that one. So So that's the tone that things got started on, and then I ended up with like an extra hour and a half or some bullshit getting added to my drive. Out here, it's supposed to be like a 5.5-ish hour drive. I usually call it a 6 to 7 hour drive because you gotta stop for gas. Something unforeseen always comes up, but I usually don't wind up at the 7 hour end of the drive. This time I did. That sucked.
It was far beyond driven.
And that was getting moving several hours late. The following, so then I get to town, I have to, like, sign some papers dealing with some health insurance stuff and all that jazz, touch base with my dad. And he's like, okay, so there's a bunch of your stuff that's left at family's house. You mind just, like, checking some of it, I'm gonna have your mom at a museum tomorrow, so, like, you have a chance to look at everything. It's like, okay. I think I have a key with me. He's like, well, tell you what, I'll leave a spare key, stashed, I don't know, under the damn plant or something. So, hey, stashing it somewhere convenient.
Can you change the voice that your dad speaks in?
What?
No, just have him, stay a while and listen.
Welcome on in, worse than you. Yeah, it's already Wednesday. So we're just touching base because I had this series of strange events, nothing going according to plan for this trip. So thus far we already had my accounts getting hacked, having to deal with all that, and then,
The truth is, this isn't even a live stream. This is just recorded, someone else is broadcasting it.
So, my dad says, stop by while, your mom and I are at a museum tomorrow, and, we'll leave a key, like, under the planter for you. Nor did I, Naki, nor did I, at least until it started happening. So then, I wound up, so I had a bunch of errands to run, and things like that. I'm trying to think through some of them. Now, there was one pleasant, unexpected thing. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond to pick up some, like, sheets and stuff, and a couple new pillows, and...
You ran into Martha Stewart?
I had one 20% off coupon, and the lady at the counter was really nice and scanned, and it was 20% off one item, but she scanned other copies as well for all the more expensive items. So that was cool unexpected. That was good unexpected. Went to go pick up my prescriptions. It's fine. Except I try to schedule an appointment to see my doc, because I have to see him like every 6 months or so as part of this, right? My doc is basically unavailable for like a month. So, it's like 2 months before I'm able to actually see him. So I'm like, look, I'm trying to be compliant. So, hopefully that wins me some points. Go to get the meds filled. Go to get the scripts filled. Okay. It's 30-day scripts, right? They only have 21 of my primary med on hand. And I'm sitting here going, oh no. Like, is there any way that, like, I can bring this somewhere else? Basically, is there anything that I can do? Because I'm sitting here going, this is kind of an important thing for me. And as I'm sitting here talking with them, it's like, wait a second, what med were you looking for? Pharmacists confer. Oh yeah, the delivery, like, literally just got here. Give us, like, an extra 10 minutes to process everything, and then you're good.
So we're gonna play a game, everyone in chat. We're gonna try and guess the name of Kitty's doctor, but not actually the real name. We're just going to use famous doctor names. So, I mean, you have, like...
You're going to be terribly wrong.
Pierce, and you got, like, Frankenstein.
Anywho. So then, we get to...
Mangala.
So then...
Kevorkian.
I'm like, okay, so... Things are... I ended up... Oh, and I ended up with a free air conditioner from family friend...
Acula.
So... Oh, and I forgot. I was supposed to bring a bookcase back. Turns out the bookcase that I was going to bring was about 3 inches too wide to fit in my vehicle. That was the bad news. The good news was that there was a narrower one that she was also happy to send me with. So I'm sitting here with, like... I sent you a DM that had, like, 5 different rounds of good news, bad news, good news, bad news.
Just over and over.
And then I go to stop by my parents' place to go, raid my bookshelves again and check some of the boxes of my stuff that's stored, because at some point there's some of it's going to get retrieved, when we move somewhere. but getting a sense for that. And I realized I don't have a key with me. So like, okay, NBD. My dad said that he'd leave one under the planter. So I go check the planter. I check under the planter. I check in the planter. I re-roll my spot checks 3 separate times, including walking away and walking back, because I know how that goes for me.
She jumps into the planter, she plays around in the planter, unburies all the plants.
So I call up my dad, and I'm like, so, I was wrong about having a key with me. And he's like, well, it turns out I was wrong about leaving a key in the planter for you. Guess what's in my pocket? I just pause. I'm like, we're good at this, aren't we? And we both just start cracking up. And I'm like, well, how's next month? So I get to go deal with that next month, but...
At this rate, will we finish L10 by then? It's a legitimate question.
Anywho. So, we're gonna see if I can handle the bright lights today. My eyes have just been hurting because I was up... I couldn't sleep last night and all that jazz. So...
And all that jazz.
I've been beating my head against rooms 25 and 26 in Hell Temple. Now, I'm sitting here looking at this going, so we have indexed at 0 through 26 rooms, plus what, 5 hells thus far? Something to that effect?
Gives you 32 rooms so far.
So, assuming that my prior suppositions are right, we probably have at most... So, assuming that we're dealing with a double-size field, kind of like Twin Labyrinths, I'm gonna run these up, so we're gonna allocate 1 room for boss of some variety, because there's no way that we have a field without a boss. So that means, so hold on, so we had 27 plus 5 is 32. 1 room is set aside for boss. We have at most probably 7 rooms left.
You mean, you already had Mushusu, though? Oh.
That wasn't a boss.
It was Pit Mushusu.
That wasn't a boss.
You're not a boss.
Was there an Ankh?
There was a goose. And the goose goes, onk, onk, onk.
There was no
onk.
Ankh. That was not a boss. That was a mini boss. That was a mini boss. Damn it. Oh my god. So, the grand idea right now. I was thinking while I was driving, and it occurred to me. The thing that I have a feeling is, yes, my wall kicks have gotten better, and my movement skill has gotten better in the course of beating my head and Lameza's face into the spikes. But it still felt like I was brute forcing it. Provided I can be competent, I think I have a solution. Hey.
Sorry there, Serpent's Tail. Oh wait, never mind. I guess that does mean I should go to Canada. Do we have any Canadians out there in the audience? Can I hear what a real apology sounds like?
God. Hey, welcome on in, Hyphen. You try to summon a Canadian and you get a Brit instead.
It's Irish. He's potato.
Yeah, no, it's been too damn long, Hyphen. It's a pleasure seeing you. So you've been doing the whole, so Hyphen is,
Irish.
From out, Great Britain ways. And, he's been doing this awesome show, Crack of Noon. Which, of course, isn't noon EDT. It's noon his time. But, I've been meaning to stop by and check that out. But if you're looking for, oh, that was just dumb of me.
Props! And all that jazz. No, Ivan, you found yourself at the best place on Twitch. That's what all the channels say, but we actually mean it here. If any of you are out there and like are streamers and everything and want to grow an audience, the only way to do it is you have to tell everybody at every available opportunity that yours is the best channel on Twitch. At least that's if everyone else's behavior is to be believed.
But no. No, it's not a dumb show. It's been cool to see you really throwing all your effort into it, doing shit. I just feel bad because I haven't gotten to stop by nearly enough.
Well, no, she's putting the plug in it. Or are you pulling the plug?
No, I'm going to pull the plug on you.
And here I am, the headless co.
Hey, it's an improvement. True, it is very early, but then again, you know, that so it's what, a 5-hour time offset? 4 or 5-hour time offset? So here's the trick. You bill it to the East Coast US folks as it's crackadoon for you, but for them it's, you know, grab your cup of coffee, you know, you're not wanting to deal with the workday yet, so come hang out, chill, and start your day off right. Or at least sillier.
So, there's some books that I read when I was in high school, and they had a character in there who was a janitor, whose name was Don. And there was a running joke about it, because he had a plumber's crack. So you had the crack of Don.
Okay, so Donzo being awake, that's... We don't talk about Donzo's sleep schedule.
Yeah, because there's nothing to talk about.
Like... No, it's... So hold on a sec. I need to actually play around with this because I haven't tried this in practice yet. So, part of the idea here, circling back to this, the crack of bedtime for him, probably. Yeah? So here's the trick here. I've been beating my head against this room.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get this to work, this also gives me a paradigm for the right-hand column of the room.
You're the right-hand column of the room.
Caltrops. So, Caltrops, you step on one, you take 1 damage, and then you can walk through anything.
Oh, if only it was that easy in la-mulana 2.
Spoilers!
Mechanics!
Spoilers!
Damage boosting is not a thing. It doesn't work. It's failing.
But now, so... Oh, Franker Z. See? Where's the news with me?
Mechanics...
Censor the co! Censor the co!
Mechanics, repair your car.
Hey, welcome on in, Magus, and no. It's... Dude, I've been using Franker Z. Did you hear, I'm pretty certain that I saw on Twitter today, or at least when I was on Twitter today, that Hover died.
Oh, what about Ralpher Z? Is Ralpher Z still around?
Oh, it's...
I'm all sad now.
So... So... Okay, we are incredible progress, guys. I said that I was going to be launching straight into room 25 and 26, and here we are, half an hour in, and I haven't done crap other than fall.
For those of you out there who can't see what we're chuckling over, I mentioned mechanics for la-mulana 2, and somebody said that that was spoilers. I said, no, it's just mechanics. I said, mechanics are spoilers. I said, no, mechanics fix cars. Yes, mechanics fix spoilers.
So, here's the trick. I have to somehow figure out how to get the placement right on these damn caltrops so that I can step on one, not fall into the column, and then jump through. I also need to make sure that I have what's the combination that does the iframes? It's death.
You have them up already.
I'm just making sure, that my software combinations are right, because what I have determined is that the duration of the iframes is sufficient, hypothetically, provided, and I determined that accidentally in warm-up. I was not actually trying, it's more that I ran my face into spikes and went, okay, so let's see how far the iframes last.
Are we gonna see or are we gonna be?
So, I need to be able to drop caltrops, step on one, not get knocked off the ledge, and get down and turn the pony into glue before my iframes elapse.
What if you get down and move it all around?
And also, I have not played with caltrops nearly enough to know all the ins and outs of working with them. So we're gonna probably have a lot of... Well, that was not... Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the spacing on it. I did not practice with that aspect of it because I was leaving that more for stream.
You're leaving that more...
So, with any luck whatsoever, we may yet see room 27 today.
Now, you see, I'm thinking of any luck, and I just think NG luck instead, because too much angular.
So the keybird to get rid of, I think, is just that one. Oh my...
Ponies are the worst.
Why did I...
You wanted to get spiked.
I'm not processing well.
Are you a volleyball?
I'm sleep something. I don't know if it's deprived. I, strictly speaking, got enough sleep. It's more the, like... Ugh.
Starved?
Ooh, and Monster Hunter's updating? Everything has been happening. August is apparently, like, the month.
So I've actually been sitting down with Monster Hunter recently. And I gotta say, anybody who uses anything but the Greatsword is wrong.
Can we get the door to close? What does it take to get the door to close? Okay, that works. So now, what do I do?
Stuff.
Can I throw Caltrops well on a wall?
Could you with a wall?
Oh, I don't even have Caltrops up. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish.
Caltropping.
Okay, so that does nothing. How the hell do I do this? What the?
You had
There was a caltrop in the wall! I can't even be mad over that one. Okay. We're learning about caltrops, guys. Because here's the thing.
On a scale of 1 to caltrop, it's pretty spiky.
On a scale from 1 to caltrops, the floor is Legos. So yeah, I'm trying to get good. I promise, guys. It doesn't look like it. I promise I'm trying. I really want to get to Llama 2.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
It's overhyped. It's actually hot garbage.
Why did I... No. No, whoa.
Hello there.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh dear. Oh no.
Hello there.
Oh no. What did I do?
Everywhere we go, we say, hello there.
What did I do?
I'm looking to see if I can find it on the app, and I don't know if I can because I don't know if it's going to show. Nope, because I wasn't in chat at the time.
You can look at my clips.
I guess you're right. I can look at the clips and then I'll see what
Oh
the
no,
clips
we have a
is.
musical staged. I'm so sorry, guys. Hey, Draw, welcome on in. How's your jaw doing, Draw?
I almost want to crack a joke, and I'm not going to. You're welcome. How the F do I get to that? Here we go. Finally.
It's not that hard. Your jaw's looking good? That's good to hear, because I know before you were talking about, I think you mentioned that it had to get, like, wired and stuff in the course of the recovery or something?
I believe that the clip that Magus posted was not of you.
Ah. Doc said you can have non-chewable foods.
Have you tried chewing non-chewable foods? It makes you look really silly, I'll tell you that much.
Dear, that's just your state of being. Your experience does not, is not representative.
I will say this much, though. If you want to be the greatest streamer of all time, that being me, if you have
Whoa.
non-chewable foods, it makes you look like me.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna take this back to drawing board a sec. Because clearly I'm having difficulty with trying to figure out things like throwing, placement. Oh no.
Hyphen, can I request that being a sketch in, whatchamacallit? Crack-a-noon? Can we,
2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Actually, 4 seconds. Okay, hold up. I think I'm getting sense for how to do this. I need to get the jump timing better. Because the trick is jump, so if I jump up to the one wall, when I'm in the other shaft, then I have to get to what? The platform's like here or so, roughly?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So I have to get Caltrops to land on it, and I have to make sure that I jump on it such that when it knocks me back, it knocks me into the closed door, and then I can jump off.
That's intense. Like circuses.
So to use, I need to hit there, a little above that. Am I familiar with RimWorld? I know of it. I've not gotten to play it.
I think Draw was telling me about that when I was playing Llama. I'm not sure though.
You saw some strange stuff.
I don't remember much of yesterday.
You adulted and you llamaed. Nominally. Except, oh yeah, I forgot that part of my trip. How could I forget that part of my trip? My car overheated.
Yeah, Kitty spent some time in the Carferno Cavern.
I got stuck in a 36-minute traffic jam, uphill, and was a complete and utter dunce and left my AC on.
Uphill both ways.
Actually, though, it was in a valley. He was coming up out of a valley, so it really was uphill both ways. Do not substitute video games for sleep. Definitely agree more.
You see, I would love to do that. I'm just running into the issue of job.
You're an old man.
I wasn't say job.
You're also an old man.
That too. Alright, so I don't know if it's just me, but I actually can't, like, I couldn't binge la-mulana. I've been trying to, but like...
Oh, that stoop. Walked off the edge.
Wow.
I'm gonna wish that I had practiced this, aren't I? That's just what the game is trying to tell me.
You already should be wishing you practiced.
Oh yeah, by the way, when we run out of Caltrops, we're gonna reset. Because I don't wanna...
You don't want to buy?
So the person who's just managing things when suddenly a dog gets pregnant. Thing is, there's no male dog to fertilize the female. That just sounds like a right bitch to deal with.
Was the individual in question Welsh? What? Legitimate question.
Okay, man who stares at goats.
Don't trust the sheep, it lies.
I think you're full of sheep. What?
Oh.
What?
As long as it's not the other way around. Then I'd be Welsh.
Well, that's why you're only a bargain bin Welshman.
Ah, what's that mean?
You're just goading me there.
Oh.
Draw kill. You tried to discipline friendship. Okay. Yeah, that's a hell of a there draw. And yeah, no, it's a low blow. Have you heard about him and goats?
Look.
So he was playing this card game, right?
The
War
best
of
thing
Omens.
the best in the world. It's
War of Omens, and there's this card, Goat Poultice, that summons a goat that gives you resources. And it's just, if you think in terms of Magic, it's basically just a warm body on the field that gives you resources. Think of it as your mana dork.
Yeah.
But he summons a bunch of those, and it was a draft deck built largely around goats. Now, he had a bunch of stuff that would generate more goats, so things like Fertility Offering, and also you were also running Mayhem. So that was also in theme. And then you ended up going, and so Artie and I were talking. We're riffing back and forth, Artelo and I, and he's like, "Oh dear God, how bad is the problem?" And I'm like, "On a scale from 1 to 10, how many goats are on the screen?" There were like 14 on screen at the time. And he kept on going on about the goats. It's like, okay. And then you ended up against the opponent that was using cows.
It was goats versus cows, and unfortunately the cows won.
Yeah, you got pretty thoroughly stampeded by them. It was like watching that one scene for The Lion King. So of course out of this we get monikers such as the man who stares at goats, the bargain bin Welshman. Not quite Goat Simulator, but no, he and then you got just some, and at that point, so I'm sitting there and riffing with Artelo, which includes references to card names in War of Omens. So, what was it? Goats versus cows, Mayhem or Feast in the Making?
Yep, Feast is another card, and
because basically the cows are bigger, badder cousins of
the goats. Yes. They're basically...
So
Stare at that.
So yeah, staged is the man who stares at goats. Totally accurate battle simulator, clearly.
I'm still salty over that.
Oh no, I needed to skip. I don't know how to... There's gotta be a way to do this. There's gotta. So, basically, the strat that we're trying, for those who may have come in since the last explainer, the long story short is that...
Welcome to hell.
Well, I'll tell you it's about par for the course for stream stories. I don't know whether to be proud of that distinction,
At least
Hyphen.
it's not batful issue.
You mean the fun animal fact from last stream? That's alright, just wait until I start talking about the echidnas.
I'm going home. You can do the rest of this on your own.
No,
I'm leaving.
Hyphen noted, have you heard, the quote, "Have you heard about him in Goats? It was the most nervous he's ever been at a story in a while." Look, the taglines on some of our stories are just... I have not listened to Provoked yet, because I am a baddie. That said, I'm going to be trying my... Well, no, I'm going to be trying my hand at some pixel art, though, over the next few days. So, folks might or might not be aware of the fact that sub-badges got enabled for affiliates. Now, rather than pay someone else to do it, I'm going to try and play around with some pixel art and see if I can do it for myself.
What if you... Well, what if you... you know...
I don't even know how to go about doing this.
Oh, but what if you...
We might just have to go back to the old strats, which sucks. I don't like this.
Well, maybe you could...
Get gooder and not lose stuff like this. Hey, is that a YSP? Is that a youngin'?
No, that's a, Broadway star is what that is. Right there. It's not in the making, it's not a will be or a has been or a never was a doodle.
Beep,
it's
boop.
a Birdway star. You're gonna see him in feathers. See his name in feather stars, man.
What the hell are you even going on about?
The feathers,
I'm also gonna point out that if you're sitting there talking about, like, he's some sort of, like, bird or something, the fact that his name is Young Snack Pack is a little alarming.
Who's gonna mama bird him? So...
Ooh. What? Let's see. I think I saw you mentioning in Batmom's Discord about working. Is it about job stuff?
I'm not gonna crack that joke. It's a joke.
Can I get exclamation point dingus in the chat? Someone? I know it's not going to shut him up next to me, but maybe, I don't know, it'll make everyone feel better.
You
have a surprise to show me about how you got work and stuff done.
You can feel as good as you want to, but it won't be on my account. Because if you were on my account, you would have hacked it.
Nope. So without killing the birds, we actually got a fair chunk of the way there.
Hosto, let me check and see if it's going to allow that. And let me actually get into the app so I can...
Really? Sorry. It was silly. Yeah, I'm off to a great start today. This is going to be great. I did not trivialize however many streams worth of effort because I'm just bad at Caltrops.
I have a new phone and I'm trying to figure out the keyboard and it's really freaking hard.
Magus, I'm right there with you. For all that I was a mod for a whole bunch of channels and stuff, that was one thing that I never... Whoop. It is warm in here. Did you turn off the AC or something?
No.
It's warm. Let's give it a go. And we're back to dropping inputs.
Oh, yeah. Grid Esports. So, YSP is on the grid now. Previously, he was like a survivalist. He didn't want to be seen. He was off the grid. But now he's like we said, he's on Grid Esports. He's on the grid.
That's freaking awesome.
So if you look right there on the front page too, the picture of the controller that you see, that's YSP. He is the controller. Actually, I'm sorry, the comptroller. He's taking over the financials of the company.
Why do I allow you on my streams again?
Because I'm hilarious.
I find it funny that you didn't use the word funny, because you would have walked right into that retort.
I'm hilarious looking.
His sin is now available to everyone. Ow! I walked into stabbities. I'm really good at running my character's face into whatever, like, stabbities are present. Just regardless of the game.
There's no secret about Kitty's dingusdom.
No, see, it's not just that I let him on stream. I opt to live with him. Okay. So we're gonna use the safe spot.
I am the safe spot. Hey, Kitty?
Yeah?
That's a spike.
No!
Are you a volleyball? I've made this joke before.
Once again, I found myself asking, why do I live on stream? Also, that was a fun jump that I just did.
That was kind of cool. I like that.
That was a fun jump.
Your moonwalk jumps are awesome.
Well, that's good because I clearly can't walk, and I clearly can't jump normally.
Are you Phil Collins? Because it seems like you can't dance and you can't walk, so is the only thing about you the way you talk? Or, no, you can't... I got that backwards. You can't dance and you can't talk. The only thing about you is the way you walk.
Ah.
Or is that Peter Gabriel?
I mean... You know that webcomic where it's like, folks go to the beach and it's like, it's not that bad, but the other friend is like, the beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid! The beacons are lit. Hi, that's me. Honestly, I probably look less pale right now than I usually do IRL.
You look positively ethereal.
Hey, Seer Sky. Welcome on in.
I only save Ohio.
Caltrops are OP, but I'm bad at using them.
She's trying to get the whole deboost thing, but
I'm doing really bad.
She's getting more of the short end of the stick.
Okay, so... I don't know how to do this. Maybe... By the way, we've already had Caltrops get embedded in the ceiling.
That actually gives me thoughts.
No. Well, that clearly doesn't work, but that might be about the right idea. I think I might need to do it while the doors open. Actually, yeah.
Well, she ended up getting hit by a ceiling caltrop, which I know is a common occurrence. But it doesn't change the hilarity of it, when she didn't expect it. Hey, you're not supposed to go into the next level of hell.
Oop. I'm also using, the joystick, so... Not using D-pad right now.
She's not using the pad, she's using the stick. It's like she's a pilot. A Jamaican pilot, man.
That's the other stream, dear.
Jamaica sandwich?
No, it's... Caltrops are weird. Oh no, people are getting stuck.
I got stuck in a hole, temporarily. Seizure Lamisa. I think she just has, like, either, Oh, why can I not think of it?
Ow.
Claustrophobia or, epilepsy.
What?
She was having a seizure in an enclosed space.
Okay, fine. You're still... Why did I let you on stream? That's alright. My trip out of town was why we don't let me outside.
You're not supposed to take the car to the Inferno Cavern.
That plus... It was also great because, like, I got back from my trip...
Nice!
Well, that just happened. I don't even know what to do other than... Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Rainbow trout. Rainbow trout.
So, if I jump once and realize I'm in the wall, press right. Okay. Okay.
That was beautiful.
That was... I can't even be mad about that one. That's just... That's about how my trip went.
Raindrops keep falling on your head.
God, okay. See, here's the thing. I want to finish Hell Temple. Partly to finish Hell Temple, and partly because I want to be able to start streaming Llama 2 next week.
Thing too is that you, I can definitely see what Modi was talking about when it comes to changing the game because of how differently they feel.
Right, so, I need to kill a bird. Burb, burb, burb.
If you were to put off Hell Temple and come back to it in the future, which I know you're not intending on, it would just do a wonderful job of being ridiculously hard. Even more than it already is, because you'd be used to the mechanics and movement and pacing and feel of Llama 2.
I'm also stubborn.
You're also
You
stubborn.
remember way back when? You remember way back when?
In World War II.
When folks were talking about whether I would get through this hintless, like this blind.
Mm-hmm.
One person in chat noted that they were completely confident that I would. I'm like, is that because, like, puzzle solving or stubborn?
The answer was yes.
I'm stubborn. Like, So, okay. So now, I thought.
Raindrops keep falling on your head.
Need to... I get it!
You get it?
I get it!
You get it?
I think I get it.
You get it?
I think that I actually, like, for realsies get it.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Like, I did it wrong there. You were about the only one, TBH. Like, at least it was openly voicing the sentiment.
I would never believe that anybody could have unlocked Hellblind. I still think you cheated.
I think you're a whiner. And you're just salty because I did it blind.
You know, Bodhi's got it right. You already did the hard part. How can you actually finish it?
Always be closing, right? By the way, if I wind up with a bonus stream tomorrow, that's probably going to wind up being the damn title. So here's the deal on whether there's going to be a bonus stream tomorrow. If I can get through this room, and if we can get to the point where sort of the general-ish consensus is I'm somewhere within the, like, 1 to 3-ish hours of, you know, being able to complete Hell Temple, then strong odds on doing a bonus stream tomorrow, because I really do want to be able to start Llama 2 next week, and I'm not going to start Llama 2 on any day but Wednesday.
The thing about it is, I can't be on set for Llama 2.
At least for a while.
I have to get far enough ahead that I'm confident with it.
Well, that just means you get up early on the weekend and I sleep in.
You need to let me go to bed at like 9 o'clock like an old man.
Ooh.
Calaman, it's only a bad thing when you're not watching on mute.
Come on. No. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can do it then. At the minimum, if I can get consistent at that, that'll get me to my checkpoint, basically. Or not checkpoint, but
the safe spot.
Because there is a safe spot.
It'll get you to the auto zone. Wow!
Which means at that point it's just a pony problem. But then you'd miss my sweet dulcet tones.
Well, at the same time, though, all he really watches is so he can stare at me.
Would that make Kellerman the man who stares at goats? That gets into some really weird territory really quickly. We're just gonna, like, completely ignore that. So, there is a little bit of uncertainty in what's gonna happen for this Friday's stream. I'm seeing if we can get something worked out. There's a possibility, I'm not gonna call it a great one, there's a possibility that we wind up switching to Dead Cells early. And that is this Friday. That said, I'll let y'all know if that happens.
We'll explain it when you're older.
We'll explain it if it happens.
When you're older.
But, so... Otherwise, we're gonna go with Ori this Friday. And then, provided I don't finish Ori will become Mondays until Ori is completed.
Ori else?
Then we have Wednesday Llama and Friday Dead Cells, because guess what? 1.0 is dropping on the 7th. And guess what? There's also apparently going to be Twitch integrations, which I need to take a closer look at, because I'm curious what sorts of shenanigans they're planning.
The next person who says shenanigans on a pistol whip.
Shenanigans.
God damn it, Farva!
Stupid bird.
Oh yeah, I know. I got you, Magus. You mentioned that before too. It's always easier and harder than you expect, and it's never easy.
So, I think the theory on this is sound. I just need to get gooder.
You managed to pull this kind of crap off. You know, I shouldn't even be surprised anymore. Denku's got it right.
Yeah.
You're basically just made of magic and Bolshevik.
No, I need to get the timing.
Gotta get my timing right.
Oh, no, I walked off the edge.
Really helps when you jump off the edge.
Okay, so... I think we're gonna have to go down the left side of the wall. But I can do it.
Oh, YSP's got practice. He's gonna put his feathers on.
Oh! Go do the thing. Kick butt.
Be like a bird. You always fly away.
Nah, kick butt. Yeah, show them how bloody awesome you are, because we sure as heck know that you are.
YSP
And have a good night.
Is my boy.
So, okay. I dodged the spike just to get shot by the bird.
I'm trying to remember what it was that I said that Kellerman is referencing now.
I think that... I don't know whether we're going to be trying to land... And that's probably too low. The problem is that I don't know if I can land on the bottom of the thingy. Because right now, I can... With my current timing, I can get to at least here. At which point, if I can... So long as it is less than 3 seconds after I have gotten onto the screen, the pony won't cycle yet. So... The pony has a minimum cycle length of approximately 3 seconds from what I can tell. It is a random dealio, but it is... The low end of the interval is 3 seconds. Yeah, that's basically my existence, Kellerman.
Oh, right. Yeah, that, Denku. What Denku had said about that.
So, if I can manage to get that last jump... If I can manage to get that last jump to get onto the platform, so long as I'm using the whip, probably, although because I don't button mash fast enough to effectively work with another weapon. So it probably winds up being the whip. I just have to kill that damn pony. Other option would be trying to hit with a shuriken upon landing, or not what do you call it? A chakram followed up by a whip hit.
My shittle pony, my shittle pony.
But I don't want to have to try to do that switch for sub-weapons because I'll still be on Caltrops. We're trying to get smart about this, I promise. I am not just blindly throwing Lemez's face into the spikes anymore.
Smart. What does that mean?
I don't know, seems to be a foreign concept to the both of us.
Smart. What is this?
Oh, bugger. Okay. I failed to re-grapple. I wasn't confident in my spacing there to be able to
Get good?
make it work.
You able to get good?
Ah.
I should probably have some dinner, even though I'm not really all that hungry. Food
You
is...
haven't eaten?
No!
Dingus!
I also need to take trash out and things like that, too. Like, doing all the adulting.
Have you at least been drinking water?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Kill him! What if I had $1 million?
If I had $1 million...
I can't even think of one of the lines of the song right now. I'm...
Gonna buy me a fur coat? But not a real fur coat?
That's cruel.
If I had
This is a public service announcement from Megas Andres. Noms are important. Do not forget your noms. Thank you. But not a real green dress. That's cruel. We're dinguses. That's just... Oh. My coordination leaves something to be desired. This is also the case IRL.
We wouldn't need to eat craft dinners.
But we still would.
Could just get more.
Things like Dijon ketchup.
All the fanciest ketchups. Dijon ketchups.
Now... Oh my god.
Kitty,
Yeah?
haven't you always wanted a pony?
God! No, I wanted a nice big bottle of glue. My threat from last stream still stands. Once I get my hands on that pony, I'm melting down into glue along with all of its family.
You know, I really don't think Genuine would approve of that. And what about little Sebastian?
Okay. We're still trying... I started off with like 80 caltrops.
You threw most of them into the ceiling.
Or just into the chasm.
Who does that chasm belong to?
Oh, bugger. That was stoop on like 10 different levels. So here's the problem. I'm as bad at trying to cheese this as I am just trying to get there normally.
No, Kitty, who does that chasm belong to? Does that chasm belong to the orcs?
No, to the dwarves.
Oh, so it's a dwarf chasm?
The Balrog says hi.
Here I was thinking it'd be an orc chasm.
Oh god, I'm trying to remember. There was a joke that so we were just like talking and stuff after I got back and like riffing back and forth last night, and what was the joke that I made? The way...
I don't know. All I'm thinking of is corpse flower.
Because my okay, that was a whole other bit. That's probably gonna get talked about, not in full, but no. What was it? It was in
the not too distant future. Next Sunday, AD.
Because there was something where my response to you was something about a blind prostitute. Didn't see it coming.
No.
Someone did. He made a joke that was about, didn't see it coming. My reflexive response was kind of like a blind prostitute.
No, that's did not see it coming. Because you were...
Yeah, just... that was... That... You know how sometimes we have those moments on stream where it's like, did I really just say that? Yeah. Those happen IRL. Yeah, no. So there's two different flowers that can be referred to when they start talking about corpse flowers. One of which is the corpse lily, and the other of which is the corpse flower. They're completely different things, though. The corpse lily is the one that... So it's technically a plant, but the only part of it that emerges outside of the... But it's parasitic, and the only part of it that emerges outside of the host vine is this giant, like, meter frickin' diameter flower that smells like, well...
Shit.
A corpse. And if you start looking at... On the other hand, there's the corpse flower, which it blooms for like 2 or 3 days at a shot at most. And...
Hours.
Or no, it's like 1 to 3 days at most, because it's like 24 to 72. And that's one that they do not flower very often. We're talking, some of them flower as seldom as like 7 to 10 years. But that's like a big thing if you go to a botanical garden, etc. And no, it's freaking... It's nuts. If you start looking at the list of compounds that it releases in terms of scent, you get things like scents associated with
methylene,
poop, rotting corpses, what is it, sweaty socks, a whole bunch of things like that. A whole bunch of the volatile organic compounds that are associated with stuff like that.
I just thought of something. It actually does have a methylene output. So, if you were to cook meth using this, would that be a foul enough scent to actually drive away users? What?
I have many jokes that are coming to mind, and I'm not going to make them. Also, I'm not going to make the joke that I just thought of either, because let's just say somebody's been watching too much Breaking Bad and has meth on the brain.
As long as it's not in my teeth.
But no, there's some cool stuff, though, with respect to corpse flower stuff. The problem is the context in which that came to mind.
It's completely different, and we're okay with it being completely different. And now for something completely different.
You're making it sound even more ominous.
The Lotch. The Lotch. Too long.
Yeah. I'm trying.
I know you are.
I'm very trying.
And so is Hell Temple.
I learned from you.
Wow. In the not too distant future.
Limburger cheese, that was another one. So, corpse flowers have, among the smells in them, those associated with onions and Limburger cheese odor, garlic, rotting fish or ammonia, sweaty socks, mothballs, jasmine, and hyacinth and chloroseptic.
You know, that sounds like a wonderful thing to scent the house with. Can we get one? Can we get...
To be fair, I think that's about the only thing in existence that could mask the smell of your farts. Especially after the Mexican place.
Hey, to be fair, the molcajete was really good. You, and even though you're not a fan of Mexican, I don't care. I'm gonna take you there. And I'm gonna make you eat the molcajete. You see, the problem that I'm having right now, aside from getting this incredible sense of deja vu, I feel like we've been here before, but is that I'm binging la-mulana, at least in a very loose definition of binge.
When I'm not awake and in the house.
And, I got into Monster Hunter, like, right before it came out. And so I'm enjoying the hell out of that.
Yeah. No, it was too close to the door.
Yep.
This is... I don't know if this is...
I think you're making it even harder than just doing the jump.
I might be. This is just really... Oh my... Okay, we're gonna take a moment because I've lost a lot of Caltrops. Back up to 80 Caltrops. Magically.
How'd you do that? And why is your playtime lower than it was before? Are you running the car backwards again?
God, I am really having issues playing today. This is frustrating.
Want me to take over? I'm willing to. I'll get you through. Just call the big brother in the room. Why does that sound hollow?
I think that's on your end, dear.
Never had to knock on wood, but I know of one who has. Ow. My brain.
What brain? Look at the upside, dear. You're not blonde.
No, so this is like kind of an actual discussion and everything. And I know that we have people of varying ages in here. Has anybody found it more difficult to, like, really binge and get into something as you've gotten older? Because...
Somebody's having a quarter-life crisis.
More lines of, I'm really enjoying la-mulana, but, like, I can't put extended amounts of time into it. And I've noticed that with a lot of other games, too.
I think for the moment, Worse Than You, we're going to refrain from mechanics discussions on Llama 2. I'll talk about this here a little bit. In my Discord, so we've had the Spoilers and Theories channel for while I've been playing through Llama 1. However, for Llama 2, which just dropped, one of the big problems with it, and there are some concepts that I'm aware of that are intrinsic traits of Llama 2 that staged is more referring to things like anything that requires an extended period of time and attention. So things like maybe binging reading a book or binging a video game, etc. Something that requires active engagement, not the passive engagement of like binging a TV show. But honestly, Worse Than You, it's just erring to the safe side for the moment. Because I know that there's a lot of folks here who have been playing la-mulana 2, and we all want everyone to have a really good blind experience. So that's actually part of why I've not implemented a spoiler and theory chat pertaining to la-mulana 2 in my Discord yet. One, it definitely won't get implemented until I start my blind. And two, one of the complicating factors, Staged, we were just mentioning, he can't effectively binge it partly because we're doing everything we can to keep me from getting spoiled. So that means that he's restricted to when I'm out of town and, like, on weekends before I wake up. So, just implicitly. So, he's my admin in my Discord. I've got mods and stuff, but I need to make sure that there is someone who has dedicated admin level privileges associated with the spoilers and theories for Llama 2 to be able to effectively moderate it and ensure that there's no problems. And let's put it this way. I don't expect obnoxious things like 4chan raids and stuff to come through, but I would rather be equipped such that they can be dealt with. Or, an individual troll coming in and mucking things up for people, or even just, an argument breaks out. You end up with a little bit of a spat going on, having someone who can operate as a mediator, etc. But having someone who's in a primary role supervising the channel. It can't be me, and it can't be staged. And I'm not, yes, I have mods, but I'm not going to sit there and volunteer them for something without talking to them and seeing about it, and even then, I basically just want to make sure that we wind up with a good experience for everyone. And la-mulana 2 also, because of some of the aspects of its structure. Yes, Metroidvania-style games and related games wind up having this reputation for significant non-linearity in progression, but in particular, it seems like the divergence of potential paths in la-mulana 2 means that you can only really start talking about it with other people once you've gotten to the end, and everything is converged again. So given that, I'm holding off on making that channel. And even once I do, we're gonna have to... It's probably gonna otherwise work basically the same way as Spoilers and Theories does now, just with different... someone else in the admin sort of seat. One sec, I just saw a message coming in. There we go. And as for the DM, I will get back to you later, once we're done the stream. So... Well, and then you run into the problem with the big sort of puzzles problem. So, because of all of this, once we get to the point where people are starting to conclude their blinds, we can set up a channel once we have someone, probably 2 people, actually, who can operate in a supervisory capacity. But, yeah. And otherwise, people who spoil will, well, we don't take kindly to that. But yeah, when in doubt, we're just going to assume that it's a spoiler. Even the other day, I felt bad when we had the question of what the protagonist's relationship to Lameza was in Llama 2. Now, I did a quick screen grab just from the Steam page to give that bit of detail, but I'm still sitting there, but I was doing what I could to make sure that I limited other info, because even some of the postings there can be spoilery, potentially. The bad hammer is not a squeaky toy. Yup. But yeah, so that's where I'm at on that. But, so... Nah. Basically what I figure on this is that right now we're like 2 days in. Once we hit about the 2-week mark is probably the earliest I would implement a spoilers channel. Possibly earlier if I have folks on hand to operate in that supervisory capacity. Basically, No. Vegas. It's no problem. I made the call on whether that was a spoiler. I made sure that I pulled from a source such that I would not spoil myself, and so that others would not be spoiled. Oh dear. There's apparently Only for me in the clips. Fix vids. Yep. So... no. But that's where I'm at with this, is... I understand that there is going to be a need for having a Spoilers and Theories channel that is separate and distinct, partly because there are folks that are not going to want the Llama 2 spoilers. I recognize that. And accordingly, so basically the Spoilers and Theories channel that currently exists is probably going to be one that is used in the long term. But because of the need for a separate channel for Llama 2, I'm going to break that off. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, basically, I want people to be able to have fun and, you know, be able to talk about stuff, talk shit about me, and stuff, you know, agonize over things together, and to not wind up spoiling each other. You know, that's where I'm at on it. I really wish that they did have a channel merging option. Because if, you know, as Worse Than Used noted, because if I could merge the channels back together later, that would be absolutely fantastic. But as it is, I think one way I'm contemplating handling it is having one be a new release Spoilers and Theories channel. So, used for Llama 2. And then if we wind up doing other stuff that is new release blinds, using that same channel. Basically figuring that if a game has been around for 3 or 4 years, then yeah, for general channel rearrangement too. That's one of the things that I've been struggling with. I need to tidy my Discord a little bit. I've been thinking about how to prune some things, merge functionality in others, and just tighten it up. And also playing around with some of the role structures. But the trick with that is that, one, I need to sit down and do it, but also that in some cases I don't want to lose existing records. Now, part of the way that I do it is, so here's a behind the scene thing for y'all. If I remove a channel from my Discord, it's not actually gone. However, I do maintain an admin-only archive category. So basically, a channel just gets dragged into that, sync the permissions, but it means that later on, if there's a call for it to come back, I actually ripped that idea pretty directly from Day 9's Discord. They do a similar thing with things like their TwitchCon channel. They have archival stuff they, you know, hide things in, and then all they have to do is just throw it in the appropriate category, sync the permissions again, and the channel magically appears. But I'm playing around with that some. That's something that I've been thinking through for a month and change. Haven't gotten around to implementing, partly just because everything keeps blowing up. As for why the archive is not shown in read-only, honestly, it's to keep it tidy. I don't want this to wind up being a Discord that you have to scroll down like 3 full... yeah, think about it on mobile or on desktop. I would rather have the channel set up so that there's approximately, for this size scale, at most... Yeah, you basically don't have to scroll on a standard screen. Maybe on mobile. But I would rather have it set up that way. You know, part of it comes from a certain pragmatism of, with respect to a, so dealing with a Discord, one of the things that people complain about in a lot of places is dead Discords, right? One of the things that tends to contribute to that in a lot of cases is distributing your channel traffic across too many channels. So that's part of where you get things like, I have certain sort of repository style things, and then others that are more discussion oriented. So... It's okay if Creations doesn't get a post for a while. It's cool if it does, but it's okay if it doesn't. Music and playlists can kind of be the same way, but it's there for folks to share. Meanwhile, more of the chat and discussion style things end up staying condensed across a couple of channels. Even now, conversations can happen organically where they need to. You know, so you wind up with things like the riffing that happened in Creations the other night and stuff like that. But it's a certain economy in terms of trying to make sure that you're not distributing things across too many places and making it too complex. And it's also, you know, I'm not at like day 9 level size scale where it's expected that you mute 90% of the channels in the Discord. I may yet look at, I'll take your commentary into consideration, though, Worse Than You. I may wind up with a read-only archive. And you have a fair point about putting it below the voice channels. Especially then because anything that's posted or shared in them would wind up still being common resources. I may yet do that. And it's easy to set things up as read-only in Discord. But yeah, so looking at it though, it's things like Discord optimization are actually a lot more like simultaneously simpler and more challenging than a lot of folks give credit for. Yeah, I can't make a category be automatically collapsed. I'll have to see. One of the things that I've also played around with is the idea of setting it up so that someone is able to basically, so as part of Start Here, it's, you know, have you read Start Here? Enter yes in this channel, you get assigned the role. It might well be something where if I ever start a role assignment system to that effect, then having a read-only archive would be something I could readily integrate. I'll have to play with this. A lot of food for thought. Because the other thing with Discord optimization is that there's a lot of wrong answers, but very few strictly right answers. Or at least when you're doing comparative analysis between things, there's a lot of pros and cons that go into it, and for all that something might seem like a strictly better idea at the time, it doesn't necessarily hold in the long term. In any case, let's try and get back to making these damn jumps, because I am so... Oh my... Here's part of the problem. I really want to do Llama 2. I really want to. And right now, I sort of backed myself into a little bit of a corner. And I understand that if I don't come back to Hell Temple now, then it's not going to happen for ages. I want to finish Llama 1, at least as the blind. I want to finish Llama 1. But I'm also getting really sick of Hell Temple. Specifically rooms 25 and 26. I don't know if you heard, we were talking about some Discord stuff.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I had noted the Woti.
Oh. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Okay. That bird.
That was impressive.
That bird. So, maybe the answer is not to kill the birds. Maybe that drives me to just do it better. To act more decisively.
I'd rather be decisive. I'd rather be decisive, but let me be Pacific. I want to be down in your South Seas. But I got this notion, the motion of the ocean, small ships and bazaries. That Wizrub is being an ass.
It's okay, I shot him.
Oh! Magus, you are, I am definitely going to need to, check out the new content if I ever make it that far. The thing about it is, I only play solo on Monster Hunter. Like, I haven't actually played with anybody yet at all. Which explains my fascination with the Greatsword, because it's a phenomenal solo weapon.
I still maintain, I need to get back to playing Monster Hunter World, but my thing is, I would want to be a freaking hunting horn main.
You ever played Monster Hunter? What are you doing?
Emulating you. You're just flapping my trap, right? Just flapping my trap. Don't mind me. Okay. I now need an automaton. That's what I need in my life. If you've ever seen an automaton, I need one. Even though I know that he would steal it and mess with it during stream, I needed an automaton.
This is the derpiest noise.
Which honestly, the best description for what an automaton looks like is a screaming eighth note. Or not even necessarily an eighth note, but like a quarter note at least.
Mm-hmm.
The screaming quarter note. Best descriptions. Okay. Beep.
And they sound like those stupid rubber chickens.
But does it taste like chicken?
Delicious and nutritious. Crash out. Especially because I think I hear the Deuterino next door doing it. By that I mean the Deuterino across the street.
What, you mean the one that says we live in a bungalow?
Yes. Bungalow, not bugalow.
I said bungalow.
You said bugalow. What is a bugalow? Like a bug-a-bear?
Oh my god. That was an accidental bad jump.
A googly bear?
Why am I... No,
So
that's
bald?
Gorley.
Why are you so bald? There was a guy on a forum whose name was Why Am I So Bald?
Oh no.
Oh, is it the automata? Yes!
I have not seen this, but I have heard of it. And yes.
The answer that is already there makes it worth it.
So, let's see.
The noise that this racquetball makes.
You mean that broken one?
Yes. It's amazingly pitiful.
The automata. I need one. Okay.
No, you can hide out under there.
I mean, I figured out the safe spot. The problem is that I Missed the safe spot.
You didn't grab it? Correct.
Still alive, though. And still in this room. Not for long at this rate, but you know.
Well, you'll be in this room for a while at this rate.
Oh my god, that was... What the hell am I even doing?
I don't know.
I think my med wore off.
That makes sense.
This is not good.
Hey guys,
No caffeine, no med, sleep deprived. Let's go.
Alright. We're gonna go back to famous doctors. So, like I said, Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, all the doctors from MASH, so, Franklin Pierce, Honeycutt, Winchester, okay, JD and Turk, of course, Dr. Frankenfurter, yeah, Dr. Acula. What? Dr. Jan
I'm clearly
Etor.
not awake enough to deal with your crap today. This is really frustrating to me.
Dr. Cox. Who has two thumbs, a funny voice, and doesn't care? I'm Kelso!
So here's the thing. This room would not be half so bad. Not for the pony, and the fact that I've been here for a month.
You want me to get you through?
No.
Okay.
It's getting more tempting by the moment, but I still...
You are stubborn. You have the stubs. The stubborns. You're like an amputee. Lieutenant Dan's got no legs.
I had hope walking into this stream.
This is hell, right? So abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Dr. Strangelove, there you go.
It's been a month. Like, actually, though, because isn't this the third full stream here?
I think so.
It's been a month.
Yeah, you've been in this room for a month.
Hey, Red.
If we're gonna go with Dr. Strangelove, we gotta go Dr. Love.
And now I'm getting crispy enough that I'm making new mistakes. So, here's the deal. I need to do something different for a minute.
Like hand off the controller. Does this count as different? Does this count as different?
On the upside, you're not blonde.
If you're not blonde and I'm not blonde, does that make us half of 4 non-blondes? And I said, hey,
Yeah, I've been in this room for a month. So here's... We're gonna check... So let a sec.
She's looking at the archive. That's where we are right now. We're obviously not in game, because if we were in game, then we wouldn't be here.
So... Archived things. We've got... Okay. What was it? All the Heck and Hex was the first stream that I wound up here? Because then Groundhog Day, The Room, the Myth, the Legend, Get Good or Fall Trying, and now, this is my 4th stream in this room.
I think, no, the roll with the punches, not...
No,
okay.
that's different series, not Mark is Blind.
Yeah, you're right, I'm stoop.
So that means that that one's 2.5 hours, and it wasn't the full 2.5 hours. That one...
Yeah, you've spent 10 hours in a single room. Poi.
Kelvin, if it helps, that isn't news.
What do they say in Game of Thrones? It is known.
I'm at about 10 hours in this room. In this pair of rooms. And I haven't even gotten halfway through the room yet, because you want to know what awaits me once I get to the pony platform? The right-hand column.
You spent 10 hours in half a room? I think at this point you're ready to be a Mario Maker streamer.
Depends. Are the graphics as awful as that last video that we watched? I don't like the new Mario Maker graphics.
The Mario Maker for new Mario style.
Yeah.
Because they're all the same game. They let you choose which style.
Yeah, I don't like the...
Yeah, the new Mario Bros. It's awful. It's terrible. It's no good, very bad, ugly.
It's not even just that, it's where the hell are the hitboxes?
There's hitboxes?
Like, I thought Llama had bad moments with that.
Bahamut takes the cake. If you axe me. And really, that's the only way to fight him is if you axe him. Don't axe me.
I have to go back to heal. So, if we wonder why I'm on tilt dealing with this room... I'm at 10 hours on this room. And the best part is I still have, what, 7 rooms to go before a boss, if my suppositions are right?
I will say that this is definitely the worst casual room. Hey.
Like, here's the thing. The problem is that part of me would be tempted to ask for a hint on this, except for the fact that we're still going to be limited by my needing to get good. I also didn't want to practice. Why am I so persistent? I got to hell blind, damn it. That's supposed to be the hard part. No, I want to do this. This is part of conquering the ruins. The bullshit part.
I think Wodi's right about your main problem today.
Here's the... I want to be able to start Llama 2 next week.
Now, here, something to go alongside of this, though. Kitty admits to being tired, yes. She is tired, in fact. But if any of you say she looks tired, that's when we start cracking our knuckles and getting ready to break out the hammers. There's a streamer who does a lot of speedrunning, who's called the Mexican Runner. Dude's phenomenal, by the way, if you're into speedruns and, like, just old school platformers, which, hey, what are we watching? I'd check him out. He does a lot of Battletoads. But, the Mexican Runner will actually ban people who say he looks tired because it basically, he says it basically just means that, like, no, you look like crap. Like, he feels it's very insulting.
Yeah, not at that levels of stuff. Although it was funny yesterday with the conversation about hair length and taking care of it, and I made mention of some of my bedhead that can sometimes crop up with short hair. And I posted a picture, and everyone's like, "That doesn't look like you."
That's because you posted a picture of me.
No, that's because the lighting in that room that picture was taken in is possibly some of the least flattering lighting that exists in this house.
Calling someone tired and emotional in the United Kingdom is slander, if you recall correctly. Muy interesante.
Huh. No, see, this... Basically, I'm just starting off at tired and...
Oh, that's a euphemism for drunk.
Huh.
The more you know. The more... you know?
And I'm back to my brute force approach to the room. Which is getting... Oh, I was saying it was getting more elegant.
Yeah, don't say anything until...
Until I'm off the wall?
Right. I mean, we already know you're off the wall. Oh, what is that hitbox? I wonder if I have a Hell Temple save. I don't think I do. Because I want to see if I can make it through this room easily, but I know I don't have a Hell Temple save, actually, because all the rando stuff deletes saves. I didn't pack anything up because I didn't feel a need to.
Oh my... I will definitely be taking a look at that later, Calvin. I'm so sick of this room. So, once I finally fell asleep last night, I was dreaming of this room ad nauseum.
This is, that's kind of scary. No wonder you don't sleep.
This is my hell. This is purgatory.
Now, this is purgatory. Hell is other people.
I'm just...
Sounds like a baseball into a glove. This sounds like.
Duly noted. I'm gonna need something to decompress after this stream, because I'm...
Dying?
Here's the thing. Part of me is sitting here and going, y'all must be watching like a slow motion mental breakdown in progress as I continue grappling with this room. And not even the full room, just part of this room.
Given that, we're watching your hair stand up, too.
Should've kicked. No, I dream of the things that have been on my mind, which is part of why, like, I actually dream about solutions to problems.
Practical problems.
Like, I've been known to, you know, go to sleep pretty routinely with, like, a math problem or something on the mind, and, I wake up with a solution. That was pretty routine in college, even.
Kitty is a wrench-in-ear.
But it also means that if I get stuck in something like a game, that does honestly become my hell. The kind of thing where it keeps on just simmering away in the back of my head, and it doesn't even go away when I sleep. Added bonus for dreaming vividly.
Makes it really good for solving some stuff, but not for...
Makes it really great for remembering that the damn lamp of time exists. Really bad for when you're just... It's Groundhog Day. The room. The myth. The legend.
This is, To be fair, there are very few games, very few places, feats, things that are quite as infuriating as this room.
Like, I hate to say, this might... This might be something that I wind up having to
Pass
table.
on. Or you can pass it off.
No. Tabling means I have the option of coming back later and owning it properly.
You're right. You are more stubborn than this.
I'm stubborn enough to deal with you.
Wow.
No. I'm trying.
Meh. Meh, meh. Meh, meh, meh. Meh.
Okay, here's the deal. We have as much as 1 more hour in this stream.
Head cells.
We have as much as 1 more hour in this stream. I really hate saying this. If I do not progress past this pair of rooms, or at least make substantial progress. No, Kelvin, it's as much as it. Much to my chagrin, you are correct. It's part of this has become a very much mental struggle. It's not just to get good anymore. Crap, I did in Hollow Knight when I was playing it on my own. I ended up doing the
White Palace?
White Palace. And that, at least, even the times when I was struggling, I got through that in one sitting. But the times when I was struggling, because of the way that they had, platforms and stuff placed at different points, I knew I could at least
advance and take a break. It was a little more modular.
Yeah, I couldn't save properly, but I could at least set it down, leave the Switch charging, walk away for a bit, come back, and resume. It's one of the upsides of the Switch as a console. I feel like Sisyphus. And it's, like, on the one hand, throughout, yeah, it's been a chore, it's been something that I'm beating my head against, but at least there's been some measure of feeling of improvement and stuff. Now, I'm still at a point where I have incremental improvement happening. I have plural strategies, even, for this room.
But pulling them off is another story.
And I think that we're actually at the point where it's not that my skills are lacking. It's that my head's not in it. So, we have an hour. Tops. I may call it before then. We can get past this room. We'll reevaluate. But if we can't, then honestly,
probably gonna table hell.
I do want to do another playthrough of la-mulana at some point, getting all characters if I can.
Ooh.
If I can. No guarantees. Or at least even just doing another one informally, just to, if only to contrast, because I've streamed over 100 hours of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, just playing through and playing around with how much different it is. Shit, I started a file today, as part of warm-up. Started a new file, I was just playing through it, and I'm looking at the progress that I made in, like, an hour and change, and I'm like, okay, this is like 4 streams worth.
I have an idea.
What?
I wouldn't be doing it for you, but I can help you make a little bit of progress. Warp out. Or no, you're already here. Okay. Go towards the stuck room. Yeah. The room of hell.
Find hell blind, though. Find hell blind! Getting through hell!
Okay. Hold up here in this room. I don't know if you can do it anymore with the key already gone. Try... I don't know if you can zip with blocks. Also trying to think if you can do left side raindrops. Alright, there's a setup for the raindrop. It's pretty easy, but you want to kill the witch first.
Yep.
I don't remember if you can do left side raindrops is the thing. I've only ever seen people do it on right. That I can think of.
Okay, so... Okay.
Okay, it won't, not with the, key there? Or with the key fairy thing gone? Okay. No, the speedrun route is to raindrop through the floor here. On the right side. So it takes you to the right side of the room.
Problem is I'm torn. The problem is I'm too damn stubborn for my own good.
Now, I was thinking about dropping off of the left side of the main block on the right. Well, left-facing block on the right side. But I don't think you can drop from there.
I'm getting good at the neutral drops as a whole, which is a fun one.
Mm-hmm. That's something I've never, like, taken time to even really attempt much.
And my aerial combat's improving, for the most part. I'm at wit's end with this room.
You are. You are absolutely at wit's end. Yeah, Wody, there's no problem with that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and...
Especially considering the fact, too, that it's not like anything that, you have to consciously do that, and it doesn't show you how to, yeah.
Awareness of the glitch, I will not, I don't consider a spoiler.
Now, if we're talking about the next room coming up, that's a spoiler, and I'd ban even you, just because I want to ban somebody.
The ban hammer is not a squeaky toy. Oops. Pew, pew, pew. Ban hammer is not a squeaky toy. I think that might need to be a quote. Vegas, I think you made the quote list. If you do a full jump on the top of the leftmost block in the room, grab a left.
Oh, cool.
Or... Nope. I needed to drop further. I'm giving this another set of reps, just because... The problem is that the Caltrops strat that I was going with, I see how to do.
But actually executing it is ridiculously, like, precise.
It's tight.
Yeah.
But I see that it's possible.
And hammer is not a squeaky toy!
Yep. That was a good quote. There's something just so pure and beautiful about that quote. It's just... Axe is a really nice palate cleanser right now.
I think what you need is... Dafook?
You saw that!
Yeah, I say Dafook.
You saw that!
I think what you need is any music that is not Hell Temple. The music is a huge part of the tilt factor.
Brain.
Config.
Yeah.
Sound?
Yeah. I can...
Mm-hmm.
I can read. I swear.
There's a difference between reading and processing.
Oh crap, I think I have to log into it again.
If we have to do that, then maybe we'll go back to Hell Temple music.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It sounds pretty good.
Get out of here. Give me a moment. Yes, there's music. I have it turned down for you guys. I need that. I need... And, crap.
Just
Password.
give us a moment, everybody. We're going to show the password on stream.
Nope. This is why I don't use...
Word.
I wasn't salty when I made that password.
It's literally PJ Salt.
Oh, that's basically what it amounts to.
Alright.
So we are sticking with la-mulana.
Try,
What do we want?
Scroll down.
I'll put something on repeat.
I think endless something, endless, a little more. Endless Challenger. It's the Hell Temple music.
What do we want, though? Like, actually. If you guys have to listen to something on repeat, what are we putting on repeat? Other than the Song of Curry. Because...
I do like, actually, Fearless Challenger. It's the, Gate of Guidance music with the fanfare.
Okay. Guess what? No more Hell Temple music! Also, just my note that... Okay. Now, we are sticking to the llama soundtrack on this. As a rule, I do not play music on stream. I make an exception in this case by playing things from the original soundtrack.
Because we could do it in-game, we just couldn't play at the same time.
Right. So if I could open 2 instances of the game and use the music player in one, then sure. The other thing is, if people have other requests within the llama soundtrack, feel free. So, let's do this. Now the nice thing is that I still get background music in this, which means I still get sound cues. And yeah, a significant part of the factor on Hell Temple is...
the music, over and over and over again.
I understand now why basically the commentary that I've heard from folks just referring to Hell Temple is zero out the background music.
You're gonna hear it a lot. It's not a bad track, it just gets...
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Even some of the other songs that wind up being a little repetitive or whatnot, or, you know, sort of etching into your psyche, you walk into a different area, and you get a palate cleanser.
I'm
really good at having zippy waits.
That was impressive. It just, like, shot out the pillar.
That was a weight shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, I agree with that worse than you. Oh, you weren't there! That fucking pony!
That pony is glue!
Yo, you know what we gotta do? We gotta break the policy. We'll get our VOD muted, so what? We gotta play Pony when you get through this. By Genuine.
That pony! That was...
Wow.
Why? I said it on... Oh, I know what happened. I didn't hit it twice. else do we want? Do we want another track? I kind of want another track at the moment.
Guild. Boop. Boo-doo. Boo-doo. Boo-doo.
Thank you for...
Boo-doo. Boop-boop-boop-doo-doo.
Thank you for adding that, Magus. God, that's gonna be... If I make it this stream, the first version of my sub emote, or not sub badge, has to be a bottle of glue.
I think if you're gonna do it like that, it would be having
Oh yeah, and then it's actually I don't know whether I'm gonna make it watch as I melt its children down, or whether I'm gonna melt it down in front of its children and then melt the children down.
I think the ideal way to do it is if you're gonna have the glue pony sub badge thing, just have the sub badges as it gets higher be a progression of the pony into glue.
If I could have them be different images, I would. I think they have to be the same.
And
Just different color palettes, at least for affiliate.
affiliate fog.
So, no, this is beautiful design. Worse than you. I don't know what the hell. There is.
Ooh, rejected.
Don't mind me. Don't mind the noises I'm making.
So I don't know how many times I had gotten good at the descent in this, and like could consistently do it, and then ponied. Ponied.
The pony is awful.
Look, Stims, if you would ever watch my streams, you would see that like ages ago. I cut my hair when it was like, when you were still a beardling.
Zip. But no, yeah, staged got shorn. He's got his hair all set to donate.
I still need to do that. It's sitting right next to me.
Yeah, it is. That requires adulting.
Hey, I got the title for my car, which it turns out is solely in my name, Booyaka.
Okay, got this?
You don't got it.
Didn't move over quite far enough.
You don't got it.
By the way, Stims, fun fact. How many streams do you think I've been in that pair of rooms? Well,
This sector.
how many hours? What's your over under what you think it is? Hey. This is my third full stream trying to get through this pair of rooms. Fourth overall. I've been 10 hours or so over the course of a month. I have been trying to get through this. They don't call it Hell Temple for nothing.
It's literally hell.
Done all the other things in the game, basically. Except I missed one thing. Two, sorry. Well, there's one thing I've perma-missed.
The other you just don't know where it is.
But other than that,
Boom. Boo-doo.
no, I am rooms 25 and 26 in Hell. So Hell is awful, partly because everything's numbered for your convenience. By the way, we're not even playing the Hell Temple music anymore because...
We need something much more whimsical and guildy.
So... See how these big blocks have these runes on them? Those are numbers. Every room in Hell is numbered for your convenience.
And not for your pleasure.
Index at 0. There's 5 Hells that I've encountered thus far. I think this is a 40-room area. I am stuck on room 25 and 26.
Props. George of the jungle, strong as he can be.
But no, how are you doing those Stims?
He's George of the jungle. How'd that chakra
What?
get stuck over there? What happened? It got the floaties.
I don't even know anymore. I think the game is just breaking. As good as you can be with homework? Ah, fair.
You know what you should do? You should get Kitty through Hell Temple so she can do your homework. That's the way it works, right?
Come on.
You're one of those guys in school, aren't you?
We can do this. Is it still advancing? I thought I put it on...
It's on... It must be... Oh, every time you change it, it,
Well, no.
Yeah.
Cause...
If you... No, so go ahead and plug it.
There we go. Now we've got it.
If you changed it, it would remove that setting.
That's annoying.
Your face is annoying. Now, Stims, I'm betting, is one of those guys in school. He's like, you know what? Hey, I'll get you through that room in that video game if you do my homework for me.
Yeah, except I'm too damn stubborn.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll grind you up the platinum if you do my homework for me. No, you're not at plat yet. I had to do an all-nighter to study. Here, if you take this test for me, I'll get you there. Promise.
I have a new proposal for measuring how long, like, how far through hell someone is, or like how much angst is going on. The new standard unit of measure needs to be table flips. Metaphorical ones, just because I don't want to dump, all the monitors and stuff on the...
I just realized something.
What?
I'm pretty sure that this is like a miniature yarmulke.
Oh, you broke the ball. Does that make you a ball buster? Stage noises. See. I think we're at probably, what is it, 29 metaphorical table flips through hell at this point, conservatively.
I'm pretty sure that there is worse than you. And, I know what I need right now. I need a little red vest and small symbols.
What, for the monkey business?
I've got the little hat already.
Oh god. Bird cycle, please. Ah! So, it turns out that my favorite spot there seems to be at just the right height. The bird oscillates over my head. He's a real clown, ain't he?
Onk, onk.
Here's the problem with you breaking the ball. You hadn't done that. You know what you could have done?
I'm gonna actually put it on the nose. It would climb onto there.
But you're bad at this.
Yeah.
You're fired.
I'll need to
You're fired.
I'll need to break another ball.
I jumped into that.
That's what you're supposed to do. I think that's what I need to get from for at work, is a flippable table. Just like a little desk toy. A little table, and then you just go...
No, see, here's the problem. Mm-hmm. Everyone around you would be stopping at your desk to use it when dealing with you.
You kidding me? I write perfect code.
Sure.
It's a meme. I think there's a hole in Lemez's hat now.
What, from the number of times spikes have gone through it?
Well, that time the spikes went through the hat and not your head. Very nice. No! Alright. You have two options. One, as soon as you get within striking range, you throw a chakram at that thing. Or you jump into the pit with the shield out already. Those are the only options I'm giving you.
That's...
heartbreaking. You know what? It might even be worth just ignoring the chakram and just using the damn gun. Gun the pony down. Boo. Boo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo.
We might be about to shoot the horse. Shoot the pony. Shoot the pony. Just...
Put it out of its misery?
No, put it out of my misery.
I can't even see what that emote is.
That's like a water gun. No, you make a fairly compelling point about just shooting it. See how much convincing it takes.
Just ninja kick the damn rabbit. Womp womp.
Might as well switch this while because while I have enough money to keep buying ammo, I'd rather not be. Oh no. My agony has just been immortalized, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. The only thing we care to preserve is your agony.
Call the casting department. We found the Wicked Witch. I have 20 bullets and have hardly ever even reached it.
I think we've got 4 times now that you've seen the pony. Face to face.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's more switching it out so that I don't shoot everything in the hell.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, what the?
You see!
Yeah,
It dropped. It didn't. The input just said no. God, this room.
I got.
We've...
Alright, so here's a legitimate question.
What?
Have you spent more time in the room above, or in that room of hell?
I've mostly been falling through room 26, so... So the hell wins. Fair enough.
So that's what we're gonna do next time. Instead of having the overlay up above right there that you can see, like right over my head. In fact, let me just go ahead and stand up.
Okay, so to be fair, I'm not necessarily indicting the game. I would like to note that. I'm not necessarily indicting... Remember, I'm dealing with a,
Oh, nice.
Another zip. I ran face first into spikes. We're gonna get dead this rep.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna kill the damn pony and then immediately die to something stupid. Now, we've noted that there's potentially some issues with the controller, which I'd like to get ironed out, but...
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. Alright. Nice and easy. Horse is ready to die. Horse, of course.
I needed to inch down further. The problem is that surface is, like, impossible to inch down.
It's a difficult set right there, definitely.
Oh, right, I'm almost dead.
You know what we need to call that pony? Peg. Because it looks like a Pegasus. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I just couldn't help but think of you and the goats, and I didn't know if the problem had progressed any further.
Who says it's a problem? Huh? I accept my life decisions.
Well, at this point, I guess I really do get to justify calling you a nag.
There's a pun in there that I actually don't get.
Look it up.
I learned from my coworkers to not Google things because I made them Google things that end up being inadvertently inappropriate.
I mean, that's better than me straight up showing you a picture of the echidna.
I'm just gonna throw this at your monitor and then walk away.
So do you guys want to know the fun echidna fact?
No, they don't. No, they really don't.
Do you want to know the fun echidna fact? No, I'm...
Marchosius. Interesting. What is Marchosius? I should know this. I don't know this. It's the gatekeeper to hell in some mythologies, probably. No, that's Kerberos. Marchosius.
I really... Hell Temple's just leaving me with a really bad taste in my mouth. Just...
It's one of the reasons why a lot of people give this game bad reviews. Because Hell Temple is the worst. It's the brat
I would
worst.
review them as two separate games, essentially.
Yeah.
That's how I would... When I get around to writing my la-mulana review, it's basically going to be... So here's the deal. There are two games in this game. Hell Temple and not Hell Temple. Not Hell Temple. 10 out of 10. Hell Temple. On a scale from 1 to chemical engineering, how masochistic are you?
Fair enough. No, I enjoy Hell Temple in retrospect. Not in action, but in retrospect. God, I wouldn't want to go through it again. That's for sure.
Okay, so hold up. We're gonna pull the earbuds out a sec. I'm trying to think.
I can see the smoke.
Oh, no. See, right now I'm thinking,
These?
I'm exhausted, but I'm trying to think if there's a decent story. I think I was too generous about the, hour allowance. I think we're...
Over.
So... Damn. I might be too fried for story time.
I think it's... You need to put your head in the pillow.
Yeah. This feels really bad.
Yo, you know what you do? You're gonna throw down that stream, you're gonna give us a little bit extra time on that Friday because you're gonna be all like, hey, I feel bad because I missed stuff and I wanted to give you guys some more. I'm just gonna do the whole boom hour thing, and you know what I'm saying, man? You just gotta get up on your horse again and just give them whatever we got, you know?
Here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah?
I don't know how much of more of this I have in me. What I think I'm gonna do... On my own time, when I'm better rested during the day, I'm gonna hit the record button. And I'm gonna start... And I'm gonna give Hell Temple a go. I'm gonna do it on my own. No audience, no nothing. But I can show it to you guys stuff works. If we end up with good results coming out of that, then I might do a bonus stream this weekend. Most likely, though, not going to. So right now, I think we can say I will probably be doing la-mulana 2 on Wednesday. That's... brain, not... So what we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna start Llama 2 on Wednesday. If I'm able to make stuff work on my own, no audience, no nothing, not even listening to the Hell Temple music, then we will contemplate a bonus stream to complete Hell Temple. But I gotta find some sort of checkpoint past that room. I don't know if one exists. Oh dear. Here's a face for my nemesis if I want. From the Vita versions.
Bestiary.
He's a unicorn. Actually, alicorn. Really, because the horn and wings combo.
Ah. Oh man, no, that fucking horse though. It's of course it's a horse.
I think we gotta call it on that one.
Of course.
In any case, though.
Is this a bad horse?
No. This is it. Friday, the plan currently is to continue Ori and the Blind Forest, which I wasn't sure of for a while streaming, but then we found a new piece of movement tech, and suddenly I have vertical movement. So... So what we're gonna do is probably do that. If I get lucky on how something works out, the plan might change. But we're gonna say Ori for now. Starting next week, if we have more Ori is gonna move to Mondays. And by the way, it's gonna be about 2 p.m. EDT this Friday. Anything left of Ori gets moved to Mondays. Wednesday, we're gonna start la-mulana 2. And on Friday, next Friday, we are going to have the grand return. We still have the grand return of Dead Cells. It's finally leaving early access. They're going to have some cool Twitch integration stuff going on, which I plan on having a lot of fun with. And we're just going to play around with stuff. Now, can we get staged on stream? I don't know.
I had a thought about that. I'm not going to tell you what that thought was because I want to leave you with false hope.
Stubborn as a mule. And contrary to boot.
Ugly as one as well.
So, next Friday we will have the grand return of Dead Cells. With 1.0. Otherwise, basically, a lot of this month is going to be leaning into Llama 2. So here's the deal with Llama. It's not a co-op blind.
I'm already hours into it.
He is so part of what it boils down to is we're both selfish and we both want the blind experience for ourselves. Now, he decided to do it on his own and is working through it. So the trick is that basically he's restricted to when I'm out of town. So of course I had the lightning round out of town this time.
I even took a day off of work.
Yeah, to do other adulting things ostensibly.
Yeah.
And so he's doing that. Part of the trick is going to be seeing the other opportunity he has is on weekends because he usually wakes up before I do. So if I sleep in, then he gets to play for a while, which sucks about this. But on the other hand, I go slow enough in streaming that it works out pace-wise. it might mean that in some chunks the blind, if I have a choice between going somewhere that he has been and he hasn't been, we may well make the choice at that point to go where he is gone, to try to limit the things like potential for spoilers. Now, yes, there's big grand puzzles involved with la-mulana. It's part of the deal. So we run into some problems there. But ideally, we can keep him ahead of me enough to make that work. It also means that if it stops working at some point, we might wind up with merging to a combined blind.
I'm basically thinking that I need to be at 3/4 when you start, or I need to be over half the game ahead of you to be able to reliably maintain my experience.
Now, if we wind up with me catching up, then at that point we'll figure it out between us. But it's not going to be a co-op blind. But we're still going to be going at it. We're also going to have to be very careful about spoilers, partly because we're going to be in a position where both of us are still dealing with blind stuff. So at that point, it's also going to be a case where we're going to defer to folks in chat who are more familiar with things to do it. So we're going to have a good time with this. It's going to be a blast. We're going to... one of the things that sucked about Hell Temple is it's been... all the things that I've loved about la-mulana basically aren't present for most of Hell Temple. There's a couple clever puzzles that we've encountered, but as a whole, if that's what we're judging the experience of la-mulana on, no.
It's basically like less controllable Meat Boy. And Meat Boy is overhyped.
Just basically the things that I love. Oh, whoops. Hold on.
We got droppage anyways. Good time to...
Hold up.
Good time to cut?
What?
Ask not what you can do for your stream.
So, side note, we just dropped 725 frames. OBS said my bitrate spiked to about 8K.
In the brief recovery period. It does that. It's a common thing.
In any case, my apologies for that. So, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night then. Let me see if there's anyone we're going to throw... Yeah, everything is breaking. I think we just need to wrap it up. That's where we're at. I don't want to accidentally risk seeing anything by throwing a host over to someone in the Llama 2 end of things, or fighting with... Yeah, I'm...
Twitch is down. Guys...
Thank you very much. I had a blast. Well, okay. I beat my head against a wall, flipped tables, and then started feeling better towards the end.
You gotta frustrate.
Have a good night. See you Friday or Monday or next week for la-mulana 2. Whatever comes first. And the Discord is the best place to keep up to date on the latest news and information. And I'm actually probably about to post an update to my announcements now. So, thank you very much. Have a great night. Take care. And
tell them who loves you.
We're just gonna pretend tonight didn't happen. We're just gonna kick the shit out of the entire rest of the month.
Booyaka. Yo, it's the end of July. We read off July. We're on to August. August kicks ass. Yeet.